A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the
Yes, there was a horse, because on ancient pottery there are images of a horse clearly right there.
Yeah, right. Have you seen Homer's books? Odyssey? There's a troll that looks just like Mr. Stack.
Well, that was just a sample of our debate that we had. Got kind of heated in some classes, got a little bit heated. But
Was there a horse?
It was a lot of fun. Some of the kids really took ownership over it and did a really cool, fun, good job with doing their debates, and they were respectful.
They provided a lot of really good evidence.
And entertainment.
Yeah, and entertainment too. Yeah,
So
fourth
it was-
hour I think was the...
They got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
I had
fun.
a kid who told me that I ruined her because of this debate assignment.
Yeah, we were burning bridges for friendships. And hopefully not.
But it was really good. I'm glad they got to experience that and got to actually argue their opinions.
Yeah.
So it was good.
It was fun.
Trojan horse.
And then, do you want to get into what we're moving on to next? Because that kind of goes right into it.
Yeah.
So we're going to be, and we introduced Pompeii today.
Mm-hmm.
Where we try to put them in the shoes of someone that was in Pompeii the day that Mount Vesuvius erupted. So you went live with it on Facebook.
I did.
It was kind of fun. We were throwing
Ashes.
ash on them, which was just paper.
And I started the story last time we were having an episode, but I think that the viewers need to know that the reason why I came here was because of you and Pompeii.
Pompeii, talking about how much ash there was.
I think you
I don't
said
even know
it was
what
like the length of this room or
Yeah.
something was covered
Like
in
12
ash,
feet
and
of ash.
you were just so into it, and you just inspired me to want to get to the middle school.
Well,
So
we have fun.
Yeah, we
have
do.
fun up here.
all right, so Pompeii today. There's no homework
No
at
homework.
all this week,
So
unless
that-
your kid has missing assignments.
Which is kind of going to be a catch up for them. But we still need to get a couple grades in from like the
Olympics.
Olympics, which was such a huge undertaking.
Yes.
But that was fun. We talked about that.
What is it? The Greek mythology projects.
Yep.
We're gonna put that grade in
Yep.
as well.
Mine are already. But
Yeah. Okay. I need to get that in, and then we also have there's a few kids that are missing some assignments for social studies. So log on to Skyward to check to see if your child is missing any assignment for social studies, and if they are, then that's what they need to be doing this week. The
And
last day of the quarter is.
If you go, well, this is the last week.
This
of
is
the
the
quarter,
last week of the
so
quarter.
Spring break after this week. But if you go to my Google Classroom,
And mine too.
and so everything we've taken for a grade so far this year is on Google Classroom. If you go to the About section, and your students, we have shown them how to do this, so they should not look at you with the blank stare and say, "I don't know what I'm doing,"
I don't know how to get
because I always said, "Does everyone understand this?" Everyone. And so they should know how to do that, and they can print that off themselves and get it. Just because we're kind of at the point in the year where it's like, you know what, if you need 3 assignments from us to get it eventually turned in, we're working harder than you are. So
Right.
make sure so they can go out there and print it off for themselves, and it just makes everyone's life easier.
Yeah.
So-
I really want you all to know that if the assignments are not turned in by this Friday, we cannot accept them next week because it's a new quarter, fourth quarter.
Well, and we physically can't because Skyward, the way it works is we can't get it back into last quarter's grades and mess with anything. So
Right.
it really is a big deal that they get that stuff in.
Yeah.
But they know that. So
Okay. So speaking about Pompeii,
moving on. So in 2 days, we are finally here. We're going on
I'm
our
so excited.
awesome, maybe the best. People are saying this could be the greatest field trip of all time.
it is.
The chatter has started.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we're
excited.
2 days away from it. We're really pumped. Couple little bits of information that you're going to need as parents is, number one, it's supposed to be really nice out that day, but please look outside before you send your kid to school. If it's a little chilly, then bring a light jacket.
Right.
There's like a 0% chance of rain right now, so that's perfect. It should be a really nice day,
Yeah.
but still just look outside, make sure, or tell them, hey, look outside.
Go stand outside.
If you stand outside and you feel like it's cold, come back inside, get a jacket, and then go back outside and go to school. That
Okay.
makes sense to me.
Yep.
But yeah. And then other than that, they need sack lunches.
Yes, you need to bring a sack lunch, something that does not need to go in a microwave.
Yes.
Something, and if it were me, because you know I'm OCD control freak. I would bring their lunch in a disposable bag, so that way when we're all done with lunch, they can throw it away, and we're not trying to carry all of this extra stuff. So
done with it.
A Walmart bag, a Price Chopper bag, just throw it in there, and when you're done, toss it.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a sandwich bag with a name on it.
Exactly.
Something to get rid of.
Exactly.
They don't need anything.
They
really don't even. They don't need to bring their backpack that day. I wouldn't even say if they
They
don't
just
want
need 2 pencils.
2 or 3 pencils.
That's it.
Just because.
And if it's a mechanical pencil, please make sure they have lead in it.
It's,
And then they just either 2 number 2 pencils. That's all they need that day.
save us a lot of heartache.
They are allowed to bring a camera. They are allowed to bring their phone with them. It's fine.
They don't allow cameras, but they allow camera phones.
Right.
But you can't have your flash on.
Right.
So if they have like a digital camera, they can't bring that. But if they have a phone,
Okay.
they can do that. But
Okay.
we'll remind them of that. They just can't have
Perfect.
a flash on.
Thank you.
And
I think we should tell them where we're going that day.
yeah, so
We're going to
hitting
start
up.
with.
We're going to Union Station, which
Okay.
if you've ever been to downtown Kansas City, it's a really historic building. But they have this really neat Pompeii exhibit there right now. What's cool about it is we're the first place in North America to ever get this specific exhibit. There are things that have never left its original museum that are here. So we're going to get to see some of that stuff. It'll be really cool. We'll have activities planned for them as they're going through it to really help enrich what they're seeing.
That's why
and
they
what
need their
they're
pencils.
doing. Yep. And then so when we get done with that, we're going to walk up to, if you're familiar with the area, we're going to walk up to Liberty Memorial. We're not going into their museum or anything. Really, we're just kind of showing them, hey, this is a really cool spot. If you've been there, you notice there's a really cool skyline view of Kansas City. So
Beautiful.
I'm just going to kind of let them be
Good
there
photo
for
op.
15 minutes, take some pictures with their friends. Should be a pretty neat thing. But we're really stopping there because it's on the way to the Federal Reserve Building, which is where we're going to have a tour of that as well.
The Money Museum.
So that'll be really neat, which there's only 11 Federal Reserves in the United States. So it's really cool.
You get to take a picture with like $8 million.
Yeah, and there's like shredded money that everyone cries when they
gets-
see. And they learn that about how they recirculate it and destroy old stuff. So it's pretty cool.
If you are a parent chaperone, you need to be here by 9 a.m. sharp
And we'll send you something else as
to
well.
remind you. But that's just a friendly reminder, okay?
So
that's
then, other than that, what's happening around CMS? We got a couple thank yous.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with these thank yous first about
Yeah.
the field trip.
Yeah.
We had so many parents that were willing to sponsor kids that for whatever reason couldn't get their money or whatever, and so thank you so much for doing that.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Yes, because this is really going to be a cool trip, and it would have been heartbreaking to have to leave
no.
kids behind and not
Yeah.
let them go. So thank you guys so much for stepping up to the
We
plate and
appreciate
doing
you.
that. You really are making this happen. So that's so great. Other than that, though,
We need to thank Mrs. Littlefinger.
Yeah,
For those, what do you call them?
the Terracotta Soldiers.
Yes. Her art club took the time, probably about like 2 to 3 months, and they,
Should've brought one.
yeah, we should have brought one. We'll bring one next time, and then
Yeah.
we'll give her another thank you.
Yeah.
Okay?
But they're cool. They're like a foot tall. They're clay figurines. They're just mini Terracotta Soldiers. If you don't know what that is, Google it. They're really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing something with that. So
But that would be in the future. Clothing drive,
Yep.
blankets.
we
nice
donated
pasta.
9 boxes of clothes, blankets, and coats to the Bonner Springs Salvation Army. So thank you to all of you who brought in items for that fundraiser. It was a huge success. We had so many that we had to keep going to the cafeteria begging for boxes to store it all. So thank you so much for that.
And then the pennies for pasta, we said as a school we wanted to raise $1,500 for that, and we actually ended up raising $1,600, which is really neat. This is my first time. We do this every year. I think this is the first time since I've been here that we've actually hit our goal, so that's really awesome. We had some specific shout outs for tribes.
Yep.
It was all pretty much from 6th grade because we're the best.
We had 5 overall winners, and
Four from
4
sixth
of the 5 came from
So yeah,
6th grade.
Mrs. Gordon's tribe raised $105. Mr. Sauer was $251, and then some lady named Harl raised $392.
Give me my proper shout
Mrs.
out.
Harrell's tribe raised $392. She did some sketchy stuff.
I
get
did
that,
not.
but,
You guys cannot get mad at me because I know how to go out there and get donations.
She went into the community and with a
It's
with
a
a butt.
it's a community fundraiser.
That's
I
true.
just really feel like people are hating on my skills.
Bottom line is we raised $1,600.
That's all that matters.
That's good stuff.
That's all that matters.
And that's for the Leukemia Lymphoma
Yes.
Society, right?
Yeah. So
Um,
thank you for that.
Yep. So that's cool. That's good for us. Good for our building.
Hey, if you guys have any questions, you can call us or email us or
Text us.
text us. Don't text. We are really looking forward to what's about to happen in 6th grade with the field trip and the upcoming lessons, and I think we're looking forward to spring break too.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm ready for rejuvenation
Mhm.
and a break. So
Mhm. I think all of us, kids, students, everyone.
everybody.
Sorry for you guys that.
Nope, we're not. All right, that's it for Harold and Stack. Come back next week for another edition of
News.
And we are out.